because this is backed by Bose sound system. So it's a really good speaker. But I'm going to be honest with you, I never really listen to these things from their speaker. I always use earbuds. And here, let me tell you about the earbuds that I use now. These are really cool. It's called Fun Clip 2, you know, and when they sent these to me, I thought, oh, that just sounds so cliche, fun, ear fun. But you know what? These have been the best earbuds I've ever used. I mean, inside this, of course, you get the earbuds here, and they are called EarFun. You know, you got the earbuds in there. And what's really great about these is you get up to 11 hours of listening on these, and they go in your ear really nicely. They're one of the most comfortable earbuds I've ever had. They go right behind your ear like this. I can't do those hooks above here because my ear is too tight right here. But these are really great. They sit in there. They don't plunge into your ear and plug your ear up. I mean, you can hear the pass-through sound around you, but they fit really nice. Now, you get 11 hours and then an additional 40 hours with the charging case. So that is really cool. Now, let me tell you about this thing. You've got this app, as you can see right here. It's really nice. Of course, once you link everything up with your Bluetooth, you have this app that you can work with. I'm going to tell you about this app. It's really nice. You've got so many different functions here. I mean, first off, you can see that the earbuds are 100% and the case itself is at 85%. So right there, I know where I'm sitting as far as battery use. And then, of course, you can personalize the name. But this is what's really cool. I don't know if you've ever done it. When I'm editing a video on my laptop or desktop or even the phone, for some reason, the video and audio gets out of sync. You know, it can't seem to catch up because it's doing a lot of work processing the render or whatnot. So you turn on game mode, and what that does is that gives the thing much faster processing. So it changes the timing down to just milliseconds so that you don't lose or misalign that audio. So I use that all the time. I can't use earbuds today without that feature. And then, of course, down here, you got theater mode. So if you want to turn on theater, so you're watching something that's good surround sound, maybe you're watching it on your laptop or even on your smart foldable phone where you got that extra screen, get that nice enriched sound. And with the Motorola and the Bose system and having Atmos, oh man, it's incredible. And then, of course, let's say you're on the phone or you're talking to and you want some privacy, you can click on this button and it loads everything real quickly so that you don't have to worry about sound leaking out. And then there's also these, looks like game sound effects. You can turn that on so you can enhance the gaming. You know, I don't do a whole lot of gaming, so that's not a big deal to me, but it is something that's there. You also have, I mean, this thing's got so many features, it's crazy. So it's got this real cool AI translation feature here. Open that up, and I have it set to English to Chinese. So say I'm in China and I want to translate something, and I'm lost, and I need to know, can you tell me where the nearest McDonald's is?
我很迷茫，我需要知道。你能告诉我最近的麦当劳在哪里吗？
Now, I think I heard McDonald's in that, but I really don't know what it says other than that. Let's hear that again. It's kind of cool.
我很迷茫，我需要知道。你能告诉我最近的麦当劳在哪里吗？
That's pretty neat. Now, what I'm doing to accomplish this is I am actually got a earbud in my headphones right there so you can hear it as well. So I think that's pretty cool. So back to this app here, we can keep going down. Has dual device connection. So I have it set up where it's connected to my Motorola Razr and my MacBook here. So if I just press this brightness nit claims that you get on the Honor Magic, but you know, I'll play that there. And then if I switch over here to my phone, and let's just go ahead and open up the same thing. Let's open up YouTube, and I can play camera phones on foldables, where the iPhone is up on top of the list as far as a US phone. It's not number one, but it outranks right there. And then switch and play over here. True reality, it's not really there. Some of these other phones with smaller nits, that is so cool how instant that is. I think that's a great feature. And you can see here, it lists the two devices I have it set up for. I mean, I do that a lot. If I'm sitting in front of my computer doing some editing and I have it connected to my phone, I get a phone call, I can just answer it right away. That is really cool. Low power mode, I guess you can have it shut off or do whatever. I don't bother with something like that. Audio quality, it has that LDAC system here if you want to enjoy high quality, high end audio as if it's in a studio or at least CD quality by turning that on. Now it does create more power and it will drain the battery a bit more. But for those of you that are audio buffs and just got to have the best and purest sound, well, you can do that with these earbuds. I just prefer the stable connection with it. So that's really cool. Voice prompt settings, you can change whatever language you want it to prompt you in. Mine happens to be with English. And then, of course, you have ear health. So you can set it so that it does not exceed a certain volume percentage so you don't, damage your ears in any way. Or if you have a child that's using it, you want to lower that so you don't hurt their ears. And then, of course, you got your right-left balance. And you can tell it to automatically shut off at a certain amount of time, which is kind of cool. I haven't seen that with a lot of them. They'll just on their own decide to shut off. But I think this is really great because this will save battery life. Say you're going to fall asleep like I do all the time. You just set it for a few minutes to cut off. Or if you want to limit your time on how much you want to listen to, you can do that as well. And then find headphones, you could turn that on and you can pick a headphone that you need to find if it's lost. Oh, I guess it doesn't work if you're using them. So if your headphones are out, and what's cool is you can do it individually. So if you lost your left one and you want to find out where it's at, you can do that. And of course, you got your product tutorials and all that other stuff. So that's pretty much it. And you can see I'm still at 100% and 85% over all this time using these and having them in my ear. Now, thanks to EarFun Clips too, they sent me these to review. I've been using these for over a week now, and man, I tell you, they are a pleasure to use, and they are, I guess, the funnest I've ever used. They're very comfortable. I don't feel them at all really in my ear. They're just there giving me that sound. And the best part of it is I've never listened to them and they died simply because they do have that 11 hours of play. That is incredible. And 40 hours using the case to charge them. And a lot of times I will just use one and I can switch off. I mean, that gives me a full day plus without even charging them. And when you compare them to other phone earbuds like the Samsung, the Pros, these things are crazy, with the little clip goes in your ear and hangs down the side. These things fall out of your ears. Same with the iPhones or the Apple ones, they don't stick in your ear. They don't have all those additional features that you get with the EarFun Clips too, and how these transition so seamlessly between devices. Nothing else I own has ever done that. So I highly recommend these earbuds. There will be a link down in the description below. If you got something out of this video, do me a favor, smash that like button. And if you want more details on anything that I've talked about, go ahead and leave a comment below. I always respond to all my comments. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out more content on accessories and more. Until next time, have a wonderful day and God bless.